Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonya. I'm a clinical psychology doctorate student, and today I want to focus on how to approach a woman. This is going to be more so how to approach a woman in public. This could be used by men or women. No matter what sexual orientation you have, this might be useful for you. I was doing some research and I found that a lot of the time when flirting is initiated, it is started by the woman. There will generally be some kind of signaling. So a woman will generally signal a man before making a move, therefore initiating the entire process. If I had to guess, women really don't do this very often with other women. I myself am bisexual and I have this kind of like fear to reach out to other women and flirt with other women because I'm not sure if they are bisexual as well. But that's a topic for another video. So generally when a woman is interested in a man, this will involve a gaze, and then she'll generally orient her body towards him, like kind of face towards him. Another way to know if they're interested is if their feet are facing towards you, whether it's a man or a woman. If you look at their feet and their feet are facing towards you and there's not kind of like this escape kind of angling of their feet, then it's very likely that they are in fact wanting to flirt with you. Research shows that a lot of men are actually unaware of this signaling. And it's pretty interesting that apparently women with average attractiveness who signal very often, who have high signaling, are more likely to be approached by men than women who have low signaling, who are seen as beautiful and attractive. On the contrary, if a woman is not interested, she'll generally avoid eye contact, cross her arms across her chest, or start picking her teeth. It's kind of like the opposite of signaling. I also want to point out too that when you are first meeting somebody, if they look at your face rather than your body, they're more likely to have like romantic intentions. But if they look at your body, if you're a woman and they stare at your breast, then they're more likely to have sexual intentions. It's kind of like that saying people say sometimes, it's like, my eyes are up here, sir. When you make eye contact with someone you're attracted to, the reward part of the brain activates. This can be very exciting, but it could also be very nerve-wracking. Let me give you a little short story of a time I was approached recently in Rittenhouse Square. This guy did not do the right thing at all. I was with my friend and we were talking and our bodies were facing each other, kind of closed in. It's kind of a smarter idea. You might not want to approach somebody when they're closed into a conversation, like a woman or a man or anyone who's like facing outward to like people, to the environment, to everybody else. They're more likely to welcome being approached, even if they're not doing it consciously. But if someone's closed in, it's kind of like an awkward way to interrupt a conversation. So I was talking to my friend and this guy came out of nowhere and he was like, "You look like you're a hairdresser." And I was like, "No, I'm actually not a hairdresser." And he was saying that probably because my hair is like really red and vibrant. And he kind of just like included himself in our conversation. First off, I wasn't that attracted to this guy. He wasn't very attractive to me. Attraction is really important. But even if I was attracted to him, he did not do it right, okay? So he started like, he kind of made it seem like he wasn't gonna leave, which is kind of frustrating. The whole time that he was talking and interacting with us, I was like, how can I get rid of this guy? Because I really just wanted to spend time with my friend and I had to work soon. So in the midst of me trying to kind of figure out a way to politely get this guy to leave because he'd like kind of intruded on our conversation and I just didn't want him there, I was like, I actually have to get going soon, so I just want to catch up with my friend if that's okay with you. And he was like, oh, well, I was actually going to ask you for your number. And I just like to give advice to people. So I was like, oh, actually, I feel like it would be better in general, like I tried to give him advice in general, like to give your number to the woman. I was thinking about actually talking about that one of my TikTok videos, and I think it's a good idea because you put the ball in her court. And he was like, no, I like to have the power. And I was like, oh, well, actually I'm dating somebody anyway. I did this like little lie, and I feel like that's the safest way for me to turn down somebody, is to say that I'm in a relationship if I'm not, because I wasn't interested in this guy and he wasn't making a good impression. He wasn't making me feel safe and he didn't really seem to have very good like social boundaries. So that was how I like softly rejected him. And then he turned over to my friend and he was like, well, can I get your number? And she's like the one that actually has a boyfriend. I was like, oh no, I did a boyfriend too. So like he definitely didn't do the right thing. So don't do what this guy did. And the fact that he was saying like, I like to have the power, that was his response to me saying, I think it's good for you to give your number to her. Him saying, I like to have the power, was a little bit cringy to me. But tell me what you guys think about that in the comments, because I'm just like, the power. I mean, and I'm definitely not shutting down people who have the courage to come up to somebody and flirt with somebody, I think that you should do that. There's just certain ways to do it, and you need to make her feel as comfortable as possible. So what should you do? What is the right thing to do? You want to make it feel as natural as possible. Just keep in mind, if she doesn't find you very attractive, she's not just going to give you her number. So like, do anything but ask for her number right away. You need to get to know her first and start a conversation. You want to smile at her, come off very friendly and positive, and use eye contact. Very important. Eye contact is so important. One thing that you could say is you can come up to her at a healthy distance and say, I just want to come over here and tell you that you're stunning and that you caught my eye. Like, what's your name? That's a good way to start a conversation, like using a good compliment. And I want to say this in general. When flirting with someone online or flirting at someone in person, it's okay to compliment her. The adjective that you use is very important. Women do not like being called sexy, hot, fine, like those kinds of words. I don't think fine is as bad as like sexy and hot, but I've done like a poll on Instagram and TikTok, and women do not like that. So do not say that. Don't say you look sexy and hot. Women do not like this. No pet names either. No babe, honey, doll, any of those. We do not like that. It's kind of objectifying. You want to use words like stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. There's just a huge difference in terms of like how it makes us feel when we get compliments like that. So I just wanted to put that out there. That is a big no-no. Let's say she's like reading a book. Maybe ask her about the book. Or let's say you're sitting at a bar next to her and you're both looking at the menu. You could say, oh, I come here all the time, but I always get the same thing. Like, do you have anything that you recommend? I might want to like switch it up. I'm feeling daring today. Or you're like standing in line for coffee and be like, I haven't tried that one drink. Have you tried it? Is it good? Like start a conversation about something in the environment. If it feels like it's going good and you have this good vibe back and forth, you're exchanging energy and it feels like a good vibe, it might be good to give her your number. That way you put the ball in her court. I think that's a lot more safe and comforting, because a lot of the time people ask for a woman's number when they haven't even really earned that comfort and like shown I'm not a serial killer, and just giving your number to a stranger can be kind of nerve-wracking. So giving her your number, if you made a good impression, maybe she will actually hit you up. You want to make sure you keep it appropriate, play it cool, don't say anything too sexual. If you want to compliment her, you can say she's beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. You could also compliment something she's wearing. Like, I really like that jacket, it's so gorgeous, where did you get it? It fits your style perfectly. You want to portray confidence and positivity, and she will automatically feel more comfortable, and she will feel that vibe. You don't want to like have your hands in your pockets, and sometimes when you're a shy person, this will take practice. So just like getting out of your comfort zone and flirting, even if it doesn't work out the way you want it to, you shouldn't have those expectations anyway. It's good practice, and it helps you kind of get out of that bubble. And you don't want to make her feel standoffish, so don't be standoffish yourself. That good eye contact and like healthy boundary of staying far away enough so you're not like too far away. Also positioning your feet away from her to make it seem like you're not like going to stay forever, because a lot of the time a woman's like, oh God, how do I get rid of this guy? You don't want to make it seem like you're just going to be there and like not leave her alone, especially if she's with her friends. That could be like a lot of pressure on her. She's like, oh God, how do I get him to go away? Because I've been in that situation. Smile, stand up straight, be friendly and inviting. Give her the impression that you won't stay for too long. Give her good space. If you get rejected, it happens to a lot of people. Don't be hard on yourself. Move on. It's not a big deal. I've been rejected myself. I've opened up to somebody that I really liked, who was a friend, who wasn't looking for a romantic connection with me, and it hurt, it sucked, but it happens to everyone. So keep that in mind and take it as a win, because this was practice and it happens to us all, and respond with integrity. If someone rejects you and they aren't interested, you want to say, yeah, no problem at all. I hope you have a wonderful day. I just want to let you know that you carry yourself really well, and it was really nice speaking with you. Like something like that. Regardless, you might get different reactions from different types of people. Some women are very flattered about getting approached, and a lot of women really don't like it. They might feel really uncomfortable, and that has to do with them. It has nothing to do with you. By any means, like practice makes perfect, and it might be really nerve-wracking at first, but it was worth the experience, okay? It really was. And bottom line, get to know her before asking for her number. Don't just start with that, because most women don't want to give their number to a stranger unless they're very, very attracted from just looking at them. Bottom line, the most important factor of all is that you make her feel comfortable. and don't just straight up ask for her number, but start a conversation and really show your personality. And even if you're introverted, just trying to portray confidence as much as you possibly can. And if you want a video on approaching a woman online, I could definitely make that. Comment below if you're interested. That's going to be a little bit different. I do have some advice when it comes to sliding in the DMs, so to speak, and it definitely includes not calling a woman sexy or hot. I get that all the time. My DMs are incredibly gross in terms of how much men are failing to approach me in a way that's appropriate. Even if I was attracted to them, some of them are attractive and they still don't know how to talk to me and make me feel objectified, and it's not a good feeling. And dick pics are very annoying. Non-consensual dick pics are very annoying. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on bell notifications. It helps me get more information out there. I will be posting more videos about sex, psychology, and relationships every Wednesday, so stay tuned. Thank you so much.